Hello there. I'm going to be doing some work on my bike today. I've got a KLR650. And it's just going to be a quick and easy job today. I'm going to be putting on a fork brace from Eagle Manufacturing, which is a company that sells a lot of KLR650 specific parts. It's just going to be an easy job. All it's going to be doing is, let's get out of the sun there. It's going to be going between this part on this fork and this part right over here on this fork. And what it does is it stabilizes the forks, because these KLRs only have one brake disc. Most motorcycles will have two brake discs, but the KLRs only have one. And so when you pull the brakes, this fork has a tendency to be pulled more than this one over here. And that can both reduce your braking power and destabilize the bike a little bit. And so a lot of people have found that these fork braces work pretty well to mitigate those issues. As I said, it's going to be a pretty easy job. All we need is a ratchet with an H5 socket and a 10mm wrench here. I also brought a good little parts tray in case I need it. But I'm going to be doing a lot of work on my bike pretty soon. I'm going to be changing the fork oil. I'm going to be changing the fork springs that are in my front suspension. And I'm going to be doing a doohickey upgrade. That is actually what the part is called. They have a tendency to fail a lot on these KLRs, and it can do a lot of damage in the engine if it does fail. I got most of the parts for that. I think I just need an inch-pound torque wrench in order to actually undertake that job. And I also, I'll show you. My bike's a little dirty right now, but I got a new chain and a couple new sprockets. I got a new rear drive sprocket that's going to be one tooth larger than this one, or maybe one tooth smaller, I think. And then I got a front drive sprocket here that's one tooth larger, and so that should allow me to go a little bit faster at lower revs. I think that's all the ones that I'm going to be doing in the near future. But right now I'm just getting over a little flu, cold. It wasn't that severe, but I'm a little sick right now. I didn't get too much sleep last night, so I don't want to undertake anything too involved. And I'm waiting on a motorcycle jack that I just ordered, and that will help a lot with changing the fork springs and changing the fork oil, as well as the chain and sprockets. So I'm gonna wait till that comes in, and then I'll film that. But I did want to get outside today because it's really beautiful out right now, and I did want to get this fork clamp on here. So I'll just I'm not a mechanic. I just want to come out and say that right now. So I'm going to be uploading a lot of videos of my progress doing this, but I would not take any advice that I'm giving, at least until I go to mechanic school, which should be within the next few months, I would say. I'm going to start at mechanic school. Yeah, so I'll just be filming the process, and this will be the first job that I do. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so what I've done so far is I have loosened up these 4 bolts, which are each connected with a 10mm nut on the other side, and that allows you to just wiggle this around a little bit. It's going to help when I install it right up here. And I took off the ends of the clamp, each connected by these H4 bolts. Mr. Mike from Eagle Mike said to torque these bolts down to 70 inch-pounds. I don't have an inch-pound torque wrench, but I'm just gonna tighten it a little bit, and I hope that that is good enough. Onward, let's get it mounted up. Okay, I've got this part of the way there. Got these rubber things up. And what I want to watch out for as I'm installing this is to try to line up all of these 4 bolts here so that they've got even spacing. May not matter too much, but I feel like it'll at least look kind of good, and I'm sure it will matter a little bit. So I'm going to loosely tighten down these end caps and then make sure that those 4 all line up. I'll tighten them down with the H5 socket on top and the 10mm on the bottom, and then I'll tighten down the sides of the clamp, and I'll show you when it's all done. Okay, I've got these end caps on, all 4 of these bolts and the 2 on the other side. They're all finger tight, and now I'm gonna jiggle this thing around to make sure that it is evenly spaced, tighten down everything, and then take a ratchet to these right there, and I'll tighten those down too. And then the job will be done right after we put these little rubber spring things back down. They're a little ugly, aren't they? I kind of want to get some new ones. They look very old. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, I've got these 4 middle ones all tightened down a good bit. I'm just gonna do these last 4 on camera here. Just to prove to you I don't have some other guy doing this for me. Just 4 tighten down. Okay. Seems tight enough. Again, Mr. Eagle Mike recommended 70 inch-pounds. I believe that's probably more. And those bolts are somewhat soft. So, yeah, that's that. Let's see what it looks like. Let's get these little rubber springs back on here. Hold on, let me pause real quick, get these back on, then we can get a full picture. Okay, that is what it looks like. All finished. I may take it on a short little ride just around my parking lot, do some heavy braking to see if there's any difference. I'll hook you up to my quad lock as I'm doing that. There we go. Looks like you got a nice reflection of the look at. It's just an avant-garde camera angle. Look at that, that's some GoPro shit right there. decent. Nothing too noticeable at these low speeds, but it did feel nice, whatever placebo effect that's given me. Alright, thank you for watching if you watched. If I can just lock my handlebars again. Come on now. There we go. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video and the next stream. Bye-bye.